Thank you for doing this.
You bet. Okay, so it says it's recording, and it's going to be kind of funny me telling you guys, because the beginning of my whole spiel was to let you guys know who I was, but you all know who I am. First of all, Kay knows really well, but I am in my work life. I'm a director of a communication center, a 911 center, and I'm an emergency manager for that jurisdiction. And I've been a dispatcher for 13 years now. So the reason that that kind of plays into this, because along the way, FEMA does trainings for Open Records Act and for public information officers. So a lot of that information that I got for Facebook is from FEMA. They're the ones that taught me about the posts and the ads and how they schedule things, because they literally do just what Bree does and does her meal planning. They set it up. But the way that it helps relate back to this business page, and it helps me bring back to what my business page is this is a business. This is literally like your storefront business. And the sooner that that clicks in your head that this is your business, everything else operates a lot smoother. If you play with it, you dabble in it like it's kind of just your hobby page, and you share whatever you have from your personal page over into it or whatever, then you have to understand that that's kind of like walking into, you know, those old cottages where the old lady, she has a whole bunch of crocheted stuff over in the corner and she's raising her kids over here. It's just not professional. If you make it a professional business page, your outcome, people are going to take you seriously. So with that, that brings me to my next point. The whole idea of you being on this webinar, the whole idea of you being in this unique and wanting to build your business is because you want to be bigger. Your whole goal is to be Black status. So a lot of the things that I'm going to be explaining to you, there's going to be some things where a few of you may have excuses or may have roadblocks, but this is your goal. As long as you're going to stop and throw rocks at every single one of those excuses, you're not going to get there. So if something is difficult, send somebody a message or figure out a way around it. Kind of like the thing that we had dealt with before where somebody was saying, well, you know, this, they might not get my message or they can't see it or whatever, then send 100 more. Or figure out another way to get them to see your message. Or go and comment on their page, or just think outside of the box, but there cannot be any excuses. Facebook sets this business page up for us to succeed because business pages are what is making Facebook money. Why, everybody asks me, why do I like my business page better than my personal page? I like my business page better than my personal page, and it's for one reason only. Kay and Kylie can attest to this. I am a severe introvert. I don't like being in public. I choose not to go to Walmart on Saturdays. I literally, if I see somebody out on the road that I know, I will go the other way just because that's how I am. It's just something that the way I am. On my Facebook page, I am whoever the hell I want to be. I am this outgoing rodeo lashes, in with the boutique girls. I can be whoever I want to be. All these people that you're targeting with your business page, they don't know you. They don't know that you had a rough childhood, or they don't know that you don't like speaking in public. They don't know all these things. So this is your opportunity to create whoever you want to be. Hey, okay, I'll come and get you. Okay. Sorry, it's like 5 minutes past dinner time and I fed them early. So anyways, so if you think of it that way, a lot of these people don't know you. And then the people from your personal page, when they filter onto there, they're like, they came there for a reason. And it shouldn't rattle you at all. The other reason why I love my business page is because I do a lot of studying from Ray Higdon, and he will attest to this. Network marketing, you have your warm market, you have your cold calling, you have all these different ways. The best, his favorite way, and my favorite way of doing this is marketing. Marketing is the easiest way. And what does that mean? Marketing means you put something out there, somebody shows interest in it. You just have to figure out, when they're on your business page, they came there for some reason. Whether you brought them in on a boosted post, you got them in from an ad, they came over from your warm market, they word of mouth, they came there for some reason. You just have to figure out what that reason is. Product, the opportunity, whatever it may be, or just you and your personality, and then that's where you're going to just run with that, and you have this big band of followers. All of those separate ways are good in their own ways. Followers are word of mouth, and followers, you can retag or retarget followers and they will become customers. But when you have a loyal following, it doesn't matter if our mascara was priced at $87 or $130 with Rodan & Fields or whatever that lash boost is. They will buy it from you for no other reason than they are your loyal followers. So that's those are my reasons of why I love my business page, because I can pretty much just make up who I want to, and I can go get as many people as I want to. They give you a friend limit on your business or on your personal page, but there's no limit to followers or, likers on your business page. There's no limit. So when I have like these excuses, somebody says, I only have 30, or I've played all these people out, then we need to think outside of the box, whether you have any funds or any budget to do these ads, which could be $1 or $5. You have to think outside of the box on how we're going to get to these people. So Instagram, I say Instagram a lot because I like it the same as I like my business page. It's like network marketing. There's no top end. The Facebook stats that I had pulled a long time ago to try to figure out how to justify this was Facebook has 1.88 billion users, and 1.6 billion of them log in every single day. So when you want to tell me I have nobody else to talk to, I can't, I don't know where else to boost it. No, come on, give me a break. I don't know who else to talk to. I don't know who else to target this. Come to me, or we can come up with these ideas. That's where your personal development comes in really handy, is because when you're doing this personal development, these creative ideas just kind of pop into your head when you kind of broaden your horizons. But think about it. Because one day I could be boosting a post and targeting people in Italy, and it's cowgirls or whatever, and then you're on there and you see a solution that somebody needs. So I'm going to go completely the other opposite direction, and I'm going to start targeting CrossFit girls or the bodybuilder girls who need the makeup that doesn't budge. We have to think outside of the box. We have to figure out how to get to those 1.66 billion users that log in every day. So that's brings me to the next point on this. 1.66 billion users log in every day. So the best way to utilize your business page is to create content. And this content has to be good and consistent content. It has to be consistent. Even if you don't feel that it is good content, and that's another thing with you being a new presenter or an old presenter. I follow all of the presenters that I idolize, or they're making it, because you should never take any kind of advice from somebody who's not where you want to be. I follow all these girls, and I will take some of their content and I will tweak it around to what I'm doing. Because I work all day long, so I cannot think of all these creative ideas all the time. So I'll either screenshot it. I have screenshots that I will go and plan out, and I will make those scheduled posts or whatever. But you have to be consistent. These good and consistent content is what's going to keep your followers there. So if you're thinking about, okay, content, what does that mean? What do you want me to make for content? Content can be anything, but think outside of, you know, just the, oh my gosh, I love this lip gloss, which is a great post, but think about solutions. Amy, she's on our our Real Lashwives team. She has a VIP group, and she really taps into solutions. People want solutions. So if we're not, like, if you can't think of these solutions or the hacks, Crystal had a good one today. She shared a post of somebody that found a new and different way to put on liquid eyeliner. That's a solution. So even if they're not yours, you can tweak it or put these solutions on your page. Or if you can't think of a solution, think about what you're asked most, like in your party posts or when people message you. What do you get asked most? Most people with the old stuff were asking me, how do I keep these fibers on? Or what else do you do for this? Do you set your liquid foundation? Think about the things you're asked the most, because if you have 4 or 5 brave people that sent you those messages, I guarantee you have 30 to 50 people to those 3 or 5 people who sent you the message that are secretly just watching and wanting to know those questions. Hang on.
You're right, because
Oh, okay, sorry. So just think about these things. That's the good content. So I'm going to, if you don't have an ad budget or a boosted post budget, that is completely fine. What we're going to be talking about now is how I utilize these boosted posts or these ads to get these followers. I messed up and failed so many times in this last 2 years, and that's how I came up with a lot of these learning from these mistakes. But what I always used to do was boost a post. I usually boosted the post that got the most traffic on my personal page. That meant my kind of people found that post interesting, which is great. That is great. But boosted posts are more for generating interest. Boosted posts are more for your warm audience or like friends of friends. So if you're going to boost a post, it's really difficult, and you won't get your return on investment as much as you would with a Facebook ad when you boost a post to Italy, or when you boost a post to way outside of your spectrum. It helps a lot more if you target when you're boosting those posts. If they're like people target, like I would do cowgirls or rodeos or whatever, it helps a little bit. With boosted posts, they found that people don't want to see a boosted post that comes across just like their newsfeed, like their friends, of people they don't know. They just scroll on by. They don't even think twice. So boosted posts are good for like those posts that I put on my Facebook page that get a lot of the traffic, or like the oh my gosh, look at this new kit, or oh no, this kit is getting sold out. Things that are going to generate interest. Things that if you don't know these people, that boosted post has to catch their attention to generate that interest. So that's where the boosted posts, your return on investment on the boosted posts that's the best bang for your buck. Facebook ads is the best bang for your buck. I didn't really dabble in Facebook ads until recently. I didn't even want to go that route.
Jimmy, can you see me?
Yeah.
What's the difference in a Facebook ad and a boosted post?
So that's something that I actually had to go try to find a description of, because if you a boosted post will will just go into somebody else's, it'll be in their timeline, and it won't say sponsored. It won't have that box at the bottom where it says learn more. It won't have that, all that stuff. It just goes into somebody's timeline that you either push friends of friends or whatever. And I don't know if you've ever had a time where you're like, I am getting all of these likes on this post and I don't even know these people, and it wasn't a boosted post. It was because you shared somebody else's boosted post. That's why you're getting those likes on that boosted post. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so Facebook ads will come up, and if you scroll through your Facebook, you would be amazed at how many Facebook ads are in there, and you just subconsciously don't notice them. But Facebook ads are the ones that have the, they say sponsored at the top, but Facebook will push them to more people than a boosted post, but it'll push it to those, main interests or whatever, like you said. But then that click, that learn more, that, actually, Tara came and asked me the other day how I did it. If you go onto my Rodeo Lashes page, you can go and look through my different ads and posts. And there's one that I pushed to Italy, and it was a video. And when you clicked on the video, it filled up your whole phone screen. The top was the video. The bottom was my website link, which the first 4 words on my website, my unique website, was join. And it was while they were watching the video, underneath it, it grabbed that URL and popped up that website that you plugged in there. So with the boosted post, it just looks like somebody else's post that you're scrolling through your Facebook, and that's about it. And they want to go click on it, and then they go to your page, and then they like your page and that kind of stuff. But a Facebook ad, actually, people, it gives them that, it's like the call to action. With a Facebook ad, people know what it is, and that it's a product, or it's something that they want to go check out. So with Facebook ads, that the best Facebook ads are not buy now or join my team or whatever. The best Facebook ads look like content. They look like those boosted posts. So like you're posting like a content post. The best ones to do are like live. So like if I do a Facebook Live and I do it on my business page because it won't grab it, and then I go turn that into an ad, those are the ones that that generate the most. Like if you go in your back office, I can show you how to do your analytics. Those are the ones that perform the best. Videos perform the best, but Facebook ads that look like content. So Facebook Live videos, they're ingenious. They perform the best. So also with the Facebook ad, you have to make sure you're remembering to target these people. Target, because if you have nothing in common with these people, once you get them to your page, you're going to lose them, which is another thing, a mistake I did. I boosted a post a year ago or whatever before we went to Mexico or Spain. And I'm not even kidding. I got 1,000 likes on my Facebook page. That's where 1,000 of my likes came from. They were all Spanish speaking. They were all Spain, Mexico. I cannot sit there and Google Translate with those people all day. That is not a money-making task. I can't do anything with it. It was pretty much just a waste. They can watch, but they can send me a message and I can answer it. But ultimately, they're going to go find another presenter that they can communicate with. So I made that mistake because I didn't target. I just boosted that post out to the wind and hoped that it caught somebody. And I did it in all of our countries that we operate on. So that was that was a learning experience. But with both of these things, boosts and ads, the thing that a lot of us are not doing, and before I go too deep into that, you should be, like, once you get green status, or once you get that money where you're putting it in somewhere, you need to start keeping track of this stuff. You need to keep keeping track of if you are getting a return on your investment of these ads. You need to start keeping track like a budget. But when we first do these boosted posts and these ads, while we're trying to build our followers up, a boosted post, and I've noticed a lot of them don't do it, and we kind of talked about this the other day in the Real Lashwives page, or I think it was the 30-day run. You have to interact with these people. You have to have the one-on-one contact. So the best way that I explained it to Tara, and that she was one of the ones saying, well, how do I not come off salesy with this? This is your storefront. So you can't tell me that you're going to open a business in Italy where you're new, which is, I mean, crazy that we can even do that with Facebook. You're going to open a store in Italy, and you're going to go sit behind your computer at your cash register, and you're just going to sit there. Somebody comes into your store, and you're just going to sit there. No, when they come in there, they like a post, they like your page, send them a message, utilize that contact and say, thanks for the support on this page. Where are you from? You want to build that relationship. So while your pages are small, this is the best time to do it. They come in, they like a post. You don't have to say, what did you like about the post? Can I shove a lip stain down your throat? No. Say, thanks for the support on my page. Thank you for stopping in. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you have kids? Kind of like that Stephanie taught us in our form, but you have to do that contact. Thank you for the support. How many times have you ever got a message from going and liking a page? I can't, but I guarantee you I can remember the page that it was a viral post or something. I've done this 2 or 3 times. It was a viral post, and I tagged somebody in there, or I said, oh my gosh, that's an awesome product, and it was a viral post. And the page owners commented and said, thank you for the support. Thank you for the share. I can remember that. That was like 3 years ago. I probably didn't buy it, but I can remember that. They made an impact. So with that, also, you're making those loyal followers. When you're doing that one-on-one, you need to make sure you're doing that one-on-one. Follow up with them. Build those relationships. It doesn't matter, where it's at or whatever. If you all are targeting your Italy people, that's the best thing, to build those, because ultimately we want them as presenters, but customers are just as much. And if you can have them, okay, it says I have 10 more minutes. Anyway, so you wanna do that follow-up. Oh, and the other thing with that follow-up is you've made contact, and with Facebook Analytics, you've talked to them. You have opened that, even if they don't message you back. Facebook knows more about you guys than your family knows about you guys. So once you click that button and you talk to them, Facebook assumes that you guys are friends. And when you send out another post, Facebook will retarget those people that you have interaction with. And retargeting any kind of market that's where your customers come from. A like is not a customer, a share is not a customer, a comment is not a customer. But them consistently viewing those posts, the retargeting that it's going to go with them, that is a customer. That's who you're going to be, your loyal followers. So I guess I have 10 minutes, so I will go into the, I don't know if you've all been over, or you all have a business page, but if you've gone into your analytics and your insights section of your Facebook page, that's gold. I do a few I do some social media marketing for a gym, and I do some social media marketing for an ag company. And when I have to tell them why it's good that they're paying me this, I give them all these insights. But it's twofold. These insights are going to be on the top bar of your business page. And if you go and click on your insights, if you've never played around back there, the stuff you can learn is amazing. My computer is slow, but it'll tell you where your organic market is coming from, even if it's not your boosted. So with your organic marketing, so like Crystal would be a good example. Even if she's not boosting posts, if she goes back into her insights, and it'll tell you how many page views she has with girls between this age and at what time and from where at. So she's going to know, okay, so my warm market or my organic reach, which is not paid, organic means it's not paid for, Facebook is pushing it to college girls in her area, and probably for the reason that she had a following of college girls, so it's going to friend the friends of her friends and send it out that way. But we don't know, I mean, because Facebook will put businesses in front of people, or if you throw one of those boosted posts out to the wind, they have nothing to go off of, but these insights they'll go off of. So if you go back there and you can look at all the different things, you can look at the reach, where it's going, because after I boosted that post, and I did it ignorantly with, you know, going to Mexico and Spain, my highest views are from Mexico and Spain. And yes, I have 1,000 likes. The other 3,000 likes are from here, from other campaigns. So that shows me that well, you can obviously see when they share it, but the word of mouth, they're on their phone at some friend's house or whatever, or it's pushing to their friends of friends. That's how your analytics will show you where it's going. You can go and you can look down through the reactions. You can look at which posts, like if you're worried about what we talked about earlier, where am I getting this content? How do I make this content? You can go back through there and you can go down to posts, and it'll tell you which post did the best. It'll tell you which post did the worst. So, and it'll tell you how much engagement was on that. Like I'm looking at here right now, one of the posts that I put on there and I did not boost it has more reach and more engagement than one of my boosted posts. So I have to figure out what that means. They gave me all the information, but I'm a businesswoman. This is my business. I need to figure out what they liked about it. So I'm going to start trying to recreate that content, and I'm going to ship that out. But using your I don't know why I keep wanting to call it back office. Using your insights tab on your analytics is the information they have back there is amazing. And once you start keeping track of the money you spend on your ads or your boosted posts, you can switch that over to your return on investment. Or, you know, I pushed $30 into this boosted post and it made me, because you'll be able to track where those people came from, how much money did that boosted post make you. But where you don't have the budget for it, or if you're not at that point yet, it's just really nice to look at all the analytics in the back office. So that, I think, the other thing I was going to touch on with your business page, how I said before, Facebook wants to support us. So a lot of the stuff on our Facebook, our business page is, and if, I don't know if you remember, any of you guys, when you first set up your business page, it says at the very beginning, like interests and everything. It says down at the bottom, everybody will see these posts. Your Facebook page will be open to everybody, but we will put in front of these people first, and that's free. That's free. That's not something that only if you boost us will we put it in front of these people. No, that was the option at the very beginning. So Facebook wants to help out our business page, whether we're paying for it or not. So they've pulled, and you can go back on your back office after you have a few posts to look off of. But the best time for boosted posts or ads, and you have to kind of plan this ahead, because sometimes Facebook is a little bit behind there with approving your boosts or your ads. So you might want to put it, somewhere in this area. But the best time to ship these off, like in a live video, to ship these, any kind of post or a boosted post or an ad, is from 10 to 11 in the morning, 3 to 4 in the afternoon, or 8 p.m. and later. So yes, if you boost a post and you say you want to boost it for 7 days, it's going to be boosted for 7 days. But if you're going to, be planning, like I said about Bree meal planning her pages, do the consistent, you can schedule posts for free right on your business page. 10 to 11, 3 to 4, and 8 to later are the best times. And when I went back in my back office to check all these, that's exactly the best times that I have. And you can check, you guys are going to have a whole bunch of different audience than anybody else. But you can check those too. And with that, you want to use that information. Just like a real business person, you're going to go look and see what's working, what products are working, what times, and you're going to utilize that information because this is your storefront. So that is all I have today with a minute 50 left. So do you guys have any questions? I got 2 minutes to answer questions.
I have a question. What's the most you've ever spent on boosting a post? Or an ad or whatever.
I spent $30 on a boosted post, but I also made it last for like 30 days. So it was spending like $1 a day or whatever. So, and that one of the trainings that I went to, he said that no $1 post is better than companies that he works for that they pour $2,000 into Facebook ads. No one is better than the other. It's how do you utilize that information coming in. And I will tell you, I have noticed, and I don't know, I have like 4 or 5 trainings coming up, webinars coming up on this because Facebook ads just really like interest me. But I have a boosted post that I boosted I boosted it on like the 9th or something of January, and I had not one single like. No likes, no shares, no comments, nothing. And yesterday I started getting likes on my Rodeo Lashes page, and I thought it was the boosted post that I just boosted to Italy. And no, it's this post from the 9th. I don't know how that works. I don't know why it works that way, but all that's telling me is longer ad sets or longer boosted sets aren't high